sits in the little boat upon the near canal, and his true love she lived far away upon the Far Canal. Far Canal! Far Canal! Far Canal! Oh, his true love she lived far away upon the Far Canal. Far Canal! Far Canal! And as sure as there are ladies here, we would not swear at all.
Right, it's that time again. Time for an engine service. I hate doing it. Please have it with me back. And there it is. I've warmed it up. My bilges want painting, but I'll get round to that. Another to-do job. Right, I'm in. First job is to drain the oil. And you do it by this thing here. You pull it up and down. Put this little screw there. You take that screw out there. Put a pipe on it. And suck it out into a bottle. Right, screws out, pipes on. Pipes into a bottle, a container. What you do is you pull this one down like this, and it pumps the oil down that pipe into the bottle. Right, that's all the oil sucked out to an old container. Just remember to put this screw back in the hole where the pipe was. So the Allen screw. This is a Yamaha 40 engine. Tighten it up. Like that. And always put the cap back on your oil, and then you can dispose of it at a scrapyard or recycling centre when you find one. The old oil. Now every time I've done an oil change, I've always managed to fill the bilge up with oil, with dirty engine oil from the old filter. So I'm going to try something new to try and prevent it. Now then, you see what I've done? I've put a new plastic bottle, taped it around where the filter screws on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to punch a hole in it and hopefully empty the filter oil into a bottle. See how much of a mess I make. Well, it's sort of working. It's a bit slow. All that usually comes out of the front of the filter and into the bilge under the engine. Just have to wait. Not like I'm being paid, is it? An hourly rate. I think they call it canal time. Right, that's enough for that. Yeah, we're switching off. Right, where that's draining, it's in here. You pull that out of there, look at the state of that. Bit dirty, not so bad inside. Not bad. If it were on my van I'd leave it on, but this is my home, so I'm going to change it. Got a new one up here. Orange filters, which are good. Look at that. Look at that compared to that. Depending on not be catching COVID this winter. just shove it in that hole there. It's only a push fit on end intake. You can see that pipe there. There's a fitting up back of there that fits into there. You push it, you can feel it. It's like sonic there now. It's giving it a bit of a push. You put this little cap on here, full of dust. That'll do. Bob that on there like that. That sits on there like that. And then that goes over there. Hooks on that lip there, can you see? Same on that side. Hooks on that little lip there. That's it, done. Easy air filter. There we go. I think it's just about finished now. Now to take it off, the filter, I bought one of these. What it does, this is my new filter here. Goes on there, whether you tighten it or slackening it, and as you turn that, it grips it and turns it, see? Oh. Grips it like that when you turn that nut. And these dig into oil filter, instead of crushing it, and they'll turn it to undo it, and if you're tightening it, it's the other way around. Grips it to tighten it, because it's really hard where the filter is. As you can see, it sits over at mount for engine. Bad design really. In fact, they've even had to, can you see there? Oh balls. Cut a piece out and put a piece on to make room for the filter. Shoehorned it in. Right, I can't video this because I need both hands. I always have an empty towel. There it is, it's off, but I still managed to, you see what oil there? Spill oil down there. So my little idea was a failure. It didn't spill as much as it usually does. Anyway, let's get new filter off. No filters there. What you should always do is, you fit in a new filter, a bit of dirty engine oil on your finger, like that. And that's the seal, rub it round the seal. Don't need much. That way when you tighten it up, it's not going to scuff or grab. It'll slip on nicely. You always untighten it first. You see, I'm just turning that with my finger. You can't do that with it, you've got it cross-threaded. You'll make a mess of everything and break it. So untighten it and then put your tool on it to tighten it. And then it's on. Time to put some oil in it. And the oil goes in there. That's all there. There's a cap on it, says oil. Yellow cap. On this one, I think it's yellow. Might be red. Dirty oil, your cap anyway, it says oil on it. That's my marine oil. 1040s. Other engines takes different grade, but this takes 1040s. According to the book. So I'll put it in. It usually takes a bottle and a half, so you put it in. I put a bottle in first, leave it for a bit, and then dip it with dipstick, which is there. You'll have one of them on your car. Right, so here goes. I've filled it up and I've dipped it. So what I'm going to do now is start the engine. The oil light will stop on the buzzer for longer than usual while it fills the oil filter up with fresh oil. Then you need to check it and top it up accordingly. That'll do. Right then, let's have a look. Oh, bloody hell. You see, it's dropped. There. It's dropped quite a lot actually. But there's a lot of oil up top of the engine now. So I'll leave it a bit longer for it to drop down. Right, now the fuel filters. There's 3 of them on this. There's one there. Oh, I'll just spin you around. Bloody phone. Oh. Right, there's one there. There's one there. And there's one there. Yeah. So what is that then? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Right. First off, you're going to turn the fuel off, because if you don't, when you undo that one, all your fuel in your tank will run into your bilge. It's only a tap. You see it top there. Turn it then. That's out. That one. And that one's return. Turn them both off. I do. So it's only air getting in. Under here, this filter, there's a little nut. You see that nut there, that brass nut? That's what you do use for draining the water out of it. I use it to drain the filter, the fuel, before you undo it. I'll try and get it in that bottle, in that funnel. Because if you don't, when you undo that nut in the middle there, there'll be fuel everywhere. Wish me luck, I'm going in. Now then, I'm undone the nut at the bottom. There's hardly any coming out, but there is a bleed screw at the top. You'll do that. And see all that dirty fuel coming out of the filter. There. And what bit's going in there. Yeah, there's some going in it. Also on these nuts. See that washer? Don't lose it. It's copper washer. It seals it. There's one on every nut. Right then. I think that's it. I'll take the filter off now. I hate doing this one. Just 2 seals, one up top and one up bottom. Right. I think it were overdue. Overdue? Overdue. Look at all that gunk. Give it all a good clean. Them are the seals, there's one here, there's one up bottom. That's the bottom bit, the trap. The trap's all gunk. And water. Because water is heavier than diesel. Sinks to the bottom. Right. I'll leave this for now. Right, that's the underside of the filter housing. It's all cleaned out now. That's the hole where the drain plug goes, which is this little brass plug with a washer on, see? I always put that in now, but it says fiddling around after. So I have to do it here. Right, I'm going to have to go because I'm going to have to hurry it. Things to do for you lot. And always remember to have 2 seals, because sometimes the top one gets stuck in the top of the filter housing there. If you try to put it on with 2 seals, it'll leak like mad. These are the new seals. They also give you some more O-rings for the bolt that goes in the top, which is on top of that piece of wood down there. You can see it. I'll show it you. Probably drop it. Okay. Where am I? Which camera? There. You can see it, that rubber seal on the bottom of the bolt there. You can see it there. That's it mainly. It's not for fuel, it's for air. You don't want it drawing air in. That's what happens with a diesel engine. The pump, which is that there, actually sucks the fuel out of the engine, out of the fuel tank. So if you've got an air leak, it'll suck air in and you get engine problems then. It'll be non-starting, taking ages to start, because you've got to pull out air through before it gets to the fuel. So it's got to be a nice seal, everything's got to be nice and sealed up so it sucks fuel. Right then, next time you see me, that'll be on there. Right, it's on. The top seal can be fiddly. This time it went on pretty quick. That's a bleed screw at top. Just put that back in loosely. I'll show you in a bit what to do with it. Okay. Just tighten it up with that nut there, that bolt. And that one that put the seal on, that squishes them together. See, that's the bleed screw. See, it's got a hole at the bottom of it and a hole at the side there. So when you undo it, you don't need to stick it right out. It'll bleed through that little hole on the side there. Get second filter under here. I've already loosened it. Same when this one screws off like an oil filter. And you've got to be careful. See, it feels coming out of it. Let's put some underneath it. You see, it's coming off and there's fuel everywhere. You see how full it is? What I'm going to try and get in that funnel there. Oh shit, it's going everywhere. That's it done. Both filters screwed on. There's another blade screw there. I'm not touching that because that goes to the pump. Because you're going to need some fuel to get it going. Now what I have done is some spare fuel in a can. I've put some in here. I put some in there just to give it a chance. Right, we'll blade it up now. So, let's hope we don't get no leaks. Return on. Put fuel on. That's the screw I'm going to turn. Like that. And eventually fuel will come out of it. Can you hear it hissing? That's air coming out of it. And fuel's going up now. Stop that there, so I put a rag under it. Anyway. It's not doing away, man. It's only a bit of diesel. I like it's water. Right, we'll undo it again. Get rid of all that air if we can. There we go, that's enough. Tighten it up now. Once you blade it up, wipe it all off. Make sure there's no dripping. If there's out dripping, it's not sealed properly. That's the main one. These two, they're not too bad, they're pretty straightforward, just screw them on. They don't leak. What seals are built in them then. They're integrated into the filter, but them, they're bloody rubber rings. I'm sure they're set right. So hopefully it'll start. Not too much trouble. And that's it. That's the service done. Apart from the belts, but they just need dipping up. Bye. Amazing. Stopped once or twice, but it's going now. Just have to get all air out of it. There ain't much in it. It always helps to put some fuel in that filter and that filter, some clean fuel.